Okay, we're delighted to be joined today by St Finbarr's forward Kate Wall. Kate is here with us thanks to AIB, ahead of the AIB Camogie All-Ireland Senior Club Championship final between Athenry and St Finbarr's this Sunday in Croke Park. Kate, thanks very much for joining us. How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm looking down over Croke Park now, so it's not a bad spot to be in. It's unreal.
You're
So in
scouting
great
ahead of
form.
Sunday, so
Yeah, so all excited. Yeah, can't
y-
wait.
it's like a cathedral, Croke Park, isn't it? It's just an incredible space to be in.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'm just looking down now at the pitch. It's stuff that you dream of as a child, and to play there in a club all Ireland. Yeah, it's phenomenal, and we're really really looking forward to it, and we're really excited.
When you're looking down at the pitch there now, Kate, are you kind of visualising what it's going to be like running out with the bars on Sunday?
Yeah, I haven't started that yet. Now I'll start doing that in a minute. They can give me another minute, but yeah, it's cool to see it so quiet, and there's it's yeah, I'm kind of it's a nice moment, to be honest. I'm really grateful.
The calm before the storm for Sunday. So,
Yeah, yeah.
how have the last few weeks been? Like, I'd imagine it's been kind of like a bit of a blur from, like, I suppose, the county quarterfinals on.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it's been a whirlwind, really. Like, we had our county final in October. It was the 12th or the 13th of October. I could be wrong with the dates now, but second week or third week of October. And since then, really, it's been mad. We were preparing for Newcastle West, and
Mm.
we played them in the bars. And since that game, like, it's just been a whirlwind. Like, it's we beat them in extra time, which was we've gotten familiar with those extra times, and there was no let up really since then. It's been kind of a week or 2 weeks game, loads of games. And like, geez, playing championship games it's what you want in Camogie. Like, playing these big games, it's the best feeling really to have and to be
Mm.
involved in them. So like, it's been a tiring month, definitely, but it's been incredible, and we've really, really enjoyed it. And to be still, to be playing in December when there's feels funny going camogie training when you're hearing Christmas songs on the
Yeah.
radio, but it's really special.
Yeah, I've seen the videos of the celebrations kind of up along Bandon Road and back in the clubhouse then. Are you able to take any of that in, or is it just kind of like, oh, no, man, like this, your focus shift to the next game?
Do you know? No, you have to take it in. Like, and I know we had our Munster final there, was it 2 weeks ago, and we'd only a week turnaround. But we still said, like, just we were in the dressing room, we all had our arms around each other, and we just said, take this in,
Mm.
because like these moments don't happen, like they don't, it can be taken away so quickly. You can lose, there's teams that are excellent and losing the year later. You have to enjoy it when it's happening. And I really feel we've tried to do that. Now, we haven't probably been able to celebrate as much as we'd like to because of the quick turnaround, but small moments in our dressing rooms, in our bus home on after the semi-final. We had a long journey back from Ashburn, and
Yeah.
it was just we had so much fun, and like, you're singing your heart out with your best friends, and it's you just have so much love for everyone on that bus, and they're incredible moments that I know we'll laugh at a lot, and we've such great memories together.
Yeah, talk to me about that squad of players that you have, Kate. I mean, like, it's quite obvious, like, just from watching you play, that there's a tremendous bond between you.
There is, yeah. And like, a lot of people will be going on, there's a lot of sisters, the four Callans and the two Hurleys, and there's the Oldens, and there's loads of sisters, but they'd be saying, sure, like, all of us we're just like a big family, really. We'd be fighting with each other like family as well.
Yeah.
And we'd be killing each other on the pitch. But then there's such friendship there. And like, when you're playing with your best friends, like, you die for each other on the pitch. And I think that's been really evident in our games. There's been God, we've been dead and buried so many times, and we've just came out of the trenches together. And I think that's testament. It's incredible. We've an
Mm.
incredible squad. And I was laughing. I was telling someone the other day about, like, how do you not get nervous, or, in those last moments in the semi-final? And even with Hurley, she came on and she scored 1-1. She was incredible. And we were going back into the last 5 minutes of, All Ireland semi-final, last 5 minutes of extra time. And Emer Hardy goes to me, push the button, and she starts singing Push the Button by the Sugar Babes. That's our song. And sure, we all started laughing, and we were like, let's go for it. And like, what will be. And when you've that kind of attitude and those people around you, like, there's no nerves, it's just pure enjoyment. And it's, yeah, they're gas.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. There's a great quote from Stephanie Punch in the Echo recently when she was asked kind of about this being bonus territory. And she shot
Mm.
that down straight away. She said, this isn't bonus territory. We've worked hard enough for this. We
Yeah.
deserve this for all the hard work that
Mm.
you've put in over the season. I imagine that's something you go along with.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And like, it hasn't just happened overnight, it hasn't just been the last month that we've decided to put the foot down. This has been going on years, there's been girls that have, probably, everyone sees the success now, but there was many years with no success. And it kind of comes down to that drive for those few years. It doesn't, a good team doesn't happen overnight. It's been a few years of sacrifice, a few years of hard work. And, I think we all realize that we're capable. It's not being cocky. We've a capable. We're confident in our ability. We've a strong team. There's an excellent panel there. Winning Cork is an extremely hard thing to do. There's extremely good teams in Cork, but I think, once we won Cork last year, that was a huge goal of ours, but
Yeah.
we knew this year we wanted to go further. And like, you can't look ahead of games, you have to focus on what's ahead of you. But we're definitely really eager to progress in the Munster Championship, and we did that, And once you're on a pitch, it's never a bonus. Like we
Mm.
want to win, and we're the same. I know it's brilliant to be in Croke Park. It's a brilliant occasion this weekend, but we want to win, and we'll do everything we can to win. And you look back in the year, and when you do your best, and you'll see, you can be happy. But right now, like we want to be coming home on Sunday with that cup, and that's all. That's our focus right now.
But to get into the Munster Championship, you had to retain your county championship crown.
Mhm.
A big target on your backs, obviously, as county
Yeah.
champions. Did you notice that teams are kind of stepping their games up against you now because they're playing the county champions?
Definitely. And like it's funny, you go, I think was it Ashton Thompson said before, like you go from being the hunters to the hunted. And like
Mm.
that's definitely this year, you've expectation can, and that can play with players, when people have big expectations for you, some people are afraid of, probably nerves come in of having these high expectations. But like, to be honest, I just think we didn't have to change anything from last year. It's just small 1%, try and get a little bit more out of yourself. And we met at the start of the year in Rochestown, and we were talking about like our goals for the year, and everyone agreed like we just need to back up the county. That was the huge goal, and like you just have to try and find that little 1% from yourself. It's not rocket science. You don't need to change anything crazy, but we just, and I really, God, we did that in spades. Everyone stepped up. The commitment, like even though you wouldn't know how there was
Hmm.
more hours in the day, but definitely just the buy-in is huge, and it's across the squad. There's a really good depth in that squad, and that's kind of what makes a big
Mm.
difference.
Talk to me a little bit about Munster final day, and I suppose it's an incredible achievement for you to win Munster, your first Munster title. But that game against De La Salle, they're 1-3 up after I think 10 minutes. Like, is there a bit of
Yeah.
worry creeping in? What changes for you that day?
Yeah, like obviously we didn't have an ideal start. Like you'd be you'd be lying if you said that you it wasn't phased. We
Mm.
knew they were going to be an excellent side. You have to give them respect, and they've excellent players that everyone in the country has heard of Becca. She's and rightly so. She's an amazing player. So yeah, it just took us a bit to get to grips with. But I honestly feel from having the game the 2 weeks previous against Newcastle and kind of having lost it and being able to find a way back, I didn't fear that we wouldn't be able to get
Yeah.
back into the game. I just think, God, we've done this the hard way again, But at half time, we just came into the dressing room, we had our arms around each other, and we just said, like, we're not beat until we're beat. And we've kept that motto going, and we find a way.
Mm. No, that's the way. Yeah, that seems to be the motto of this Paris team this year. You found a way.
Yeah,
Like you scored 2-4 that day. I think your first goal. I think you had half a dozen players around you. You got the shot off, and they
I
still
know.
went into the net. What a goal that was.
I know that was funny. I know. I kind of knew I was just going to keep running with the ball because
Yeah.
there wasn't probably. And next thing I was flicking it over one person and I flicked it into the goal. And I'll pretend that I knew exactly everything I was doing. It wasn't a rush of blood to the head, but looking back, it looked impressive. But yeah, there's a bit of luck involved there probably. But yeah, it was an excellent day. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't probably the best for me, but.
I think you're downplaying it slightly there now, Kate. To be perfectly
Yeah,
honest,
so I
like.
don't know. The other goal was better, but I'll take it. I'll take whatever goal comes. I won't be saying no if I got a goal like that on
Yeah.
Sunday. I wouldn't say no to it.
And speaking of digging deep, then that game against Lockhill Shamrocks, extra time, they score a goal in extra time, and it looks like they're on the way to the All Ireland final. And
Yeah,
somehow, again, it keeps popping up. He's somehow finding the way to win.
yeah. Like, yeah, like we went down 4 points. Like if you go down 4 points in extra time, it's probably curtains. But again, we just after that goal, um, Kira, I think gave me a quick poke out. I got the poke out. We got it. We got it straight up to Orla, or who it was Kiva. I can't even remember now
Mm.
who got it. But quick, just quick. We didn't do anything, man. We didn't just go launching the ball or panicking. We just played the way we played, found our player in space, and got a quick, easy score. And then next thing, it happened again, and Kira Golden got an outrageous score at the end. It was
Mm.
phenomenal. It was brilliant. To win it, and like people stepping up, all over the pitch. And yeah, it's people doing their best and coming up in these moments. And Um, yeah, it was brilliant.
Just before we talk about the All Ireland final, talk to me, I suppose, about Brian O'Sullivan, the management team, the backroom team, and the work that they've put into you to get you to this
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, I'd say they're sick of us because we'd be wrecking their heads the whole time. But they're amazing and they give more than just the we don't even see half of the stuff they give, and they're so passionate and they really really do everything for us, and they're such a bond. We get on so well with them. I know they'd be slagging us that we'd be annoying them, but like we've there's great friendships with them. They
Mm,
all want the best for us, and they're so kind, like I couldn't, they're so, and generous. Like we just are so lucky with the management we have. It's a really professional setup. I've been in so many setups. I've been in Cork setups, and like really like the standard doesn't drop with them. They're so
mm.
professional. And you're never wanted asking for anything, they're excellent, and we've great crack with them as well. And that's what it's all about. It's sometimes people can get very serious, and we still have some, we've some laugh at them, and you've Gemma as well, like involved, who was playing with us, and she's an icon, and having her alongside
100%.
you on the sideline is really special, and giving you advice because she's been there, done that, and she's so much wealth of experience and knowledge, and we go to her for everything. I know I'm her too the whole time.
That's good too. That's good too. Like you're in the All Ireland final, obviously, on Sunday against the tough Athenry team. And what are you expecting from them this weekend?
They're going to be a savage side, and look, if you're in an All-Ireland final, you have to be doing something right. So like we know that they're going to come with a huge battle, a huge physicality. We know them. We know loads of them. We've played against some of them before, and um, they're going to be ferocious. And like,
Mm.
look, there'll be probably very little between the two teams on the day, and we'll prepare as best as we can for them. But I suppose you just have to kind of focus on yourself and focus on your own strengths, and go from there.
Mhm. Seems kind of almost odd to me that, like, given the success Cork have had at intercounty level, that this is only the third Cork team to get to the All Ireland final in the last 30 years. I think I read in the Examiner. I think it was
Yeah,
Milford and Inniscarra. So like it's a huge, huge occasion for you as a
yeah,
club. It's a huge occasion for Cork Camogie as a whole, I guess.
it's huge.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
No, no, I think that people probably underestimate how hard it is
Yeah.
to win. We won county last year against SARS, and we came up to Clonouty and we lost in the first round. And I know Cork is an exceptionally strong club, but winning games in Munster, like it doesn't matter where you're from, really. They're different. It's a different type of game. There's nothing between the teams. They're really, really hard. So like, it's a really hard thing to do. So like that's why I think we are really proud that we've gotten this far.
Mm.
It's a huge challenge, and I suppose the fact Cork is such a difficult county to get out of, it does take a lot of energy out of players. It takes a lot out of you to try and to do, and like to win Cork. So I suppose sometimes that could be something you need to manage if you want to try and go further.
Just finally for me, Kate, just wrapping up, I suppose, what's the buzz like out in the club? I know there was disappointment for the lads over the weekend
I
against
know.
Dingle, but it's an All Ireland final for you guys. What's the buzz been like out in the bars? And I suppose, what is
Uh,
this run going to do to, I suppose, inspire the next generation of Camogie players in Tokyo and beyond?
Yeah, we had a day there a few weeks ago before our Munster final, and the street leagues, the under sixes girls, and I think it was like under sixes, eights, and nines or whatever, had a big blitz, and they walked out with us, and like to see the look in their eyes, one of their moms said like, "You're their heroes," and I think
Mm,
it's really inspiring because club players, like sometimes it's not just your intercounty team. Like there's people in your club that there's loads of young girls look up to within their club, and I think you can be huge role models and huge ambassadors for younger girls, and that you don't have to be playing
yeah.
intercounty to get to these big games. You can do it playing with your club, and you can play in Croke Park with your club. It's a huge dream to have as a child, and like I think it's the club is buzzing. Yeah, we're look, obviously the boys, a huge disappointment and you'd be heartbreak for them, but
Mhm.
we'll use it again to drive us on further, and we're all really excited. Yeah, and we're ready.
Kate, I'm going to be cheering you on from home
Same.
this weekend. I'll be on my feet cheering for the bars this weekend. I'd imagine everyone from Cork is going to be cheering you on as
Hopefully,
well.
yeah.
Very, very best of luck to you from everyone here at Red FM, and go and
Cheers.
bring it home for us this weekend.
Thanks a million.